months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by the rookie out of Ole Miss, Matt Corral.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Corral. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They need... that completion, that 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. Oh, he tries to force it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
1 back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On first down, Corral. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. And winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed his team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, Corral. And that's incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Dude, go ahead. You all can stare. As long as you buy a piece of art, just know that you'll never be able to touch. There's only one ride.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
So, for 2 weeks.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it down to the 28. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 16 carries, 68 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And he was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
An inside give to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
That's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Go, Sean.
20.
Wow.
Took it the distance. Not quite, though. What a great return as they finally corral him inside the 5 at the 3. Here's Swift. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they come up now, second and goal. Brown looking to pass, second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball. So they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Rodgers. And he's left with no option here.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. You'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Here's Corral on first down.
Come on!
Mark too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Past the 20, 10, 5. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jones again. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally, it's way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
Is this chip, does it have money in the bank qualities where
extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they have to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Corral. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Corral's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he will slide down with a good gain. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play. And they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And he's got his man here, Beasley.
Wow.
The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown.
It's just alive in here right now. You came back from Chicago.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first.
In the hometown of somebody else. Yeah. With him standing in the fucking ring, you say his name is CM Punk. I don't know how. Dude, there is nothing that you can't ask me, talk to me about. Doesn't mean I have to. I might say no problem. Yeah. But you don't have to pretend that people aren't real human beings that exist. Well, let me tell you. That's fucking wild. Let me tell you the truth. Yeah. Let me tell you the truth. Sure. I watched AEW this summer. Yep. And download the Domino's app today and become a
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're off.
This show would be a lot more entertaining with Max back. Yeah, no shit. That's what everybody says. That's why I make stupid amount of money. Now you're back, and I just want to talk about. And I have a fiance. Everything's going my way. I just want to talk about everything going forward, not backwards. Yeah, backwards sucks. Sure, I want to go forward. Let's talk forward then. Let's talk about the fact that... Are you going to be the AEW champion by the end of 2022? 1,000,000%. And let's also talk about the fact that the ratings have already started to skyrocket since I've come back. Sure. Listen, this is how wrestling works. It's a circle. I know how wrestling works. Stop talking. You'll know when you should talk. It's cyclical. If somebody leaves, another person's going to step up to the plate. And they're going to figure it out and adjust, because that's what this business is about. There are guys in the back that are foaming at the mouth for an opportunity. So anybody who's worried about AEW... because this person or that person's gone, it's a silly, silly, silly argument. Warner Brothers Discovery is over the moon that MJF's back. Warner Brothers Discovery is over the moon with AEW because we're number 1 or number 2 every week on Wednesday nights. Yeah. It's wild to me that there's just this weird hard-on for people pretending that the company's in trouble. We're in really good shape right now. Well, I never said the company was in trouble. No, I know. I'm talking to the fans watching. We're in really good shape right now, and this is something I discussed on Ariel Helwani's little MMA hour a little while ago earlier today. I think that show exists. It definitely does, and it's a better show than yours, but I digress. And I said, you don't want professional wrestling to be a monopoly. Because if professional wrestling's a monopoly, then talents like me aren't going to be able to get treated the way that we should be treated. Because if there's only one show in town, then we're not able to ask for more money, and we're not able to ask for more benefits. And AEW is doing, and I'm not just saying this, it's not fucking hyperbole. AEW is doing really good right now. But it had to piss you off on your big night that other people took to try to take the spotlight. Did it though? Because again, the following Dynamite, people went absolutely bonkers. They did. MJF Road Warrior pop, as we discussed earlier. Well, so no, I thought you replaced the Road Warrior pop. Well, I'm just using it as reference. What about Austin? Austin had a good pop. It was not an MJF pop. It was pretty close. I've met Stone Cold Steve Austin. I did his podcast. I've met him as well. He was the first guest in the history of wrestling. He's okay. Yeah, man. He's no Roman Reigns. I wasn't concerned. I know who I am. I know a lot of people on Twitter were concerned, like, oh man, does this ruin MJF's moment? You tell me. You've been watching the show the last 2 weeks. You hear the crowd when I come out. The answer's no. The show goes on, baby. The show goes on. Why do you think people are starting to like you? Because you are a colossal prick. My devil worshippers? Yes. Yeah. You know, it's fun. What are you laughing about? Devil worshippers. Like, is this a thing that's going to happen? Is this a thing that's going to happen? We're going to have devil worshippers every Wednesday night? Every Wednesday night, devil worshippers are coming out with their pitchforks, Daddy. That's how it works. I have to... it's a done deal. I'm a god to these people. I have to drink my throat coat. Yeah, go for it. Honestly, here's the deal. People like raw honesty. And I'm a salty earth kind of guy. I'm very honest. I'm very transparent. I'm very real. Nothing about me is fake or phony, like a John Moxley, as I discussed this past Wednesday. I think he puts on a fake tough guy persona, and I think people aren't seeing through it for some reason, but I do.
You ever get concerned about him when he does that whole this
I
worry.
Scoliosis? I worry. Scoliosis, maybe Tourette's. I don't know. There's something's
weird. Like
something's up.
Yeah.
You know. And again, I don't judge anybody. It's 2022.
You judge everybody.
Okay, maybe I judge. Well, you know what? I judge everybody equally. How about that?
Does that make it right?
South Park doesn't.
It's true. South Park doesn't. Anybody can do it. You came back in Chicago.
Yep.
Then you went to Buffalo.
Okay.
You hate both of those cities.
It's been a tough last 2 weeks, and it's going to be even rougher in Queens.
I thought you liked New York.
Not Queens, man.
Isn't
Queens is like.
Isn't Queens the front door to Long Island?
When people say this,
Queens is the front door to Long Island. You can't go to Long Island without going through Queens.
I get furious. Queens, if it was a part of Long Island, and if Long Island was a family, you got Suffolk County and Suffolk County. But Queens is a redheaded stepchild that has
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
I remember. She is cool. She's lovely.
Yalla.
But I saw her aunt.
I see.
And God Almighty, free at last.
I was wrestling in